In this month's Family Matters, we visit the Gordon family of Dallas, Texas, who are taxiing down the runway as their son prepares to take flight. Here is special correspondent Brandon Smith with their story.
My name is Laura Gordon, and I'm really famously known as Ben's mom.
Laura Gordon, like so many parents today, is navigating the waters toward college. And the transition for most kids can be tough. But for high school seniors with learning disabilities, it can be an even tougher one.
When Ben was 4, he was diagnosed with a speech delay and sensory integration and what we thought was ADHD. So my message really is, as we've learned about Ben and as Ben has grown up, now we have a real understanding of just how he learns and what strategies he might need. So there's no one diagnosis that makes that more challenging for him, but there's a combination of things that requires him to be his own advocate. I think the best word to describe Ben is just open. He's curious, he's detail-oriented, and he gets excited about things that he really loves.
I'm Ben Gordon, and I'm a senior at the Shelton School.
I think the best part about it is how individualized it is to the child. So their teachers are highly trained. If you need extra services like speech and language or occupational therapy, that's part of the school's purpose. But I really think what's special about Shelton is that it teaches kids to appreciate their own differences in others, and it also gives them the courage to try things that they may not have otherwise tried. Ben has been in theater really since 8th grade, done all kinds of theater productions.
Do any harm, a child like you may do what you like.
And I would just say, starting off, he wouldn't have told you that he, was a theater guy, but as the years went on, he really built confidence, he built new friendships. So Shelton works to build a really well-rounded kid.
Well, the teachers and staff at the Shelton School are quite one of a kind. They've helped me through my ups and downs and are there to support me with anything. And definitely the same with my mom. She's always been very supportive of me and, schooling things and just being very supportive there. And especially this year, as I feel like I've really grown, and my teachers and my mother have been there just to help me every step of the way, just to understand myself as I prepare to go to college.
Was there a point at which I wondered, is Ben going to be ready to go to college, because he's been in an environment that really understands a kid with learning differences? And I think that's where I would say we really had to understand where Ben is relative to a more objective scale outside of a therapeutic environment, so that he could think about where he might want to go post his senior year.
As this young man waits for college acceptance letters and to make his college choice, it's an exciting time in any teenager's life. It can also be a time full of anxiety, worry, and questions. But fortunately for this family, they believe that their son has been well prepared.
Yes, I'm scared, but I'm not afraid that he's not going to succeed. Any transition would be difficult, but this is going to be a bigger leap for him. And I think that emotional, am I okay? Am I doing a good job? Am I where I'm supposed to be? What if I don't understand exactly the direction? Sort of that, am I going to be able to sort of get myself to somebody who can help me so that I can get to the next place before it really puts me back? And those are the real conversations that Ben and I and others are having. And I don't know that if you can do that until you get there. But I think he's aware that that's something that he really needs to work on.
There's definitely a few concerns. I'm concerned about finding the right support for me and just reaching out and getting that support. The pandemic is obviously very concerning right now, so I'm just taking it in strides. And so one thing I found is I'm very good academically. I'm very deliberate, complete all my assignments. It's just finding that support and seeking that support when I need it.
What I'm grateful for is the opportunity to have, I'm going to call it a great village, between Beacon and Shelton and outside people that, Ben works with to get him ready. And I would say that's what it's going to take. And if you actually have a plan, you'll see just what it feels like at the end of their senior year, where you just can't believe it's here already, and yet you're so excited to see what they learn.
Laura and Ben both know the challenges that lay ahead, but her confidence in Ben's preparation gives them both the courage to take that college step.
I've applied to DePaul University, which is in Chicago, Southwestern University, which is in Georgetown, Texas. It's close to Austin. I've also applied to American University in Washington, D.C., and Beacon College in Leesburg, Florida, and many, many more. I've applied to a lot of schools just to have a broad range of options.
As overwhelming as it is, there are some really great choices out there. And to remember that your kids actually take something from you. So if you're worried, they're going to be worried. So channel that worry into action is probably the only thing I would I think I missed. And for me, it was finding the Beacon program and doing some different things with Ben. And that action actually allows you to feel like things are moving forward so that you're not just projecting worry about what if. I think Ben would say it's helped us both.
My thoughts personally, there are going to be ups and downs, and I'm just looking forward to going on that ride and just learning more about myself.